The phone rings. A reporter wants to interview you over the telephone. Seems simple, right? A lot of people mistake the fact that an interview is over the phone for it somehow being easier than a television interview. It may seem easier, but in fact it's not. The stakes are the same. You want your message in, you want the quotes you want on message in the story. You don't want to be quoted off message. You certainly don't want quotes that are going to make you look ridiculous. So here's how I would suggest you prepare for interviews over the telephone. Give it the same level of seriousness you would if you had to go on primetime national TV. And by that I mean really come up with 3 great solid messages, half a dozen sound bites for each one, practice, and even practice on video before you do the telephone interview. I know that sounds crazy because the newspaper reporter or the radio reporter interviewing you over the phone isn't going to see you. So why practice on video? It's because it helps you figure out things that you like that you're saying and to hear it, make sure you like it. And also when you say things that are stupid or wrong or silly or sound bites that would come back to haunt you, you can actually see yourself saying it. It will be easier not to say it in real life when the phone interview occurs. A couple other tips about phone interviews. I recommend you have a single sheet of paper that you stare at or a computer screen. Do not be multitask. We all think we're geniuses. We all think we can do interviews, check Facebook, check email, go to our RSS feed. And the reality is we can't. That is asking for problems. It's flirting with disaster, so don't do it. Focus. That is one of the things that is a little easier about telephone interviews is you can be staring at your message points, literally staring at your sound bites, and you don't have to internalize them. So that's the one thing that's a little easier. The problem is people think that the whole thing is easier, so they wing it. The problem, of course, being that if you say something stupid, a quote that's off message, that could be the first thing anyone sees when they Google your name for the next 20 years. So the stakes are still very high. You need to treat it with utmost seriousness. A couple of other quick tips, especially for radio interviews. Anytime your audio is being captured, stand while doing the interview. You'll have more energy, you'll breathe deeper, you'll sound more engaging. It can make you come across with more energy in your voice. Another tip, and I know this sounds cheesy and ridiculous and new agey, but look in a mirror when you're doing the interview and smile and see yourself smiling. I know it sounds ridiculous, but it can bring a smile to your voice, make you sound more upbeat, more confident, and comfortable.